What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired Sunday Night Rant. What up, what up, what up? So, as we do on this show for Sunday nights, I got some hot topics I like to discuss with you, my listeners. So I hope everybody is having or had a lovely Valentine's Day. Just so happens that this show is dropping on Valentine's Day, so your boy decided to keep the Lover's Day theme going, right? So, where do we begin? Well, I think that the idea of Valentine's Day as a whole is very interesting. Traditionally, it is seen as a lover's holiday for the romantic person in your life. That is its core. It has become, for lack of a better word, a Hallmark card holiday now. Everybody sells something associated with it. And we're taught at an early age that purchasing on Valentine's Day is what you do. That's just kind of how we've been programmed as people. So, you know, you got your cards, you got your gifts, candies, watches, jewelry, jumping off into people's deeper loves and hobbies. You got those items that are being sold at a discount because it's Valentine's Day. And I kind of feel like we've lost the real meaning of Valentine's Day, right? Like we are not in that space of really understanding that this is a lover's holiday. This holiday is meant for the lovers. And when you take the off of lover, you get love. And we're not discussing the love part. We're not making that important. And so when you look at it and you think about love as a feeling, as a concept, and you're talking about the kind of love that two individuals share from a romantic level, what you're really thinking and talking about is the hard work. And what is truly the thing about love that's important is that love makes you selfless. It is the most important thing when you are in a romantical love. I know romantical is not a word, I just like to say it. When you are in a romantical love, because that love is different than the love for your mom, right? Your love for your mom is she's the first person in your life to truly take care of you, to guide you, to teach you what this world is going to be about. Her love normally is one of the greatest because your mom's going to love you no matter what you have become, what you look like, what you have going on. Your mama just love you. But when you're talking about the romantic love, when you're talking about the love that a man has for a woman, it becomes a conversation about hard work and being selfless. Because then you have to give to other people. You have to put their needs above yours. It is the most important part. Because you can be a great provider. You can be a great handy man. You can be an awesome lover. But if you are always in it for you, that relationship's not going to work. It's not going to be the best it can be because you are being selfish when you should be selfless. And this is why Lover's Day is important, right? This is why Valentine's Day is important, because what Valentine's Day really is Mate Appreciation Day. It is the day of the year that you appreciate your mate. That is its true point. That is its true nature. It is not to sell chocolate. It is not to buy a fancy watch. It is not to buy diamond rings. It's not. It's not for you to go and get a Hallmark card. It's not. It is there for you to appreciate your mate. This is where the selfless part comes back in. This means that you have to make it about them. You want them to have an awesome time because you want them to know that you appreciate them, that they are the teammate that you have picked and you are happy with that pick. They are the teammate that is there for you when you are not there for yourself. That is who they're supposed to be. That's why you are appreciating them today. It's some of you that was in this relationship thing for yourself. That's why you don't like Valentine's Day, because you're selfish. You wonder why your relationship falling apart because you're selfish. It is normally the root to everything else. If you want to bring up cheating, it's the root to it. Because you put you above the other person in the relationship, therefore you were being what? Selfish. That's what it is. And this holiday is based on the idea, the thought that you are going to be selfless. You are going to put someone else's needs above yours to prove to them that you care, that you are there for them. So that means that you have to go the extra mile. You have to compromise sometimes. That's what this is about. That's what Valentine's Day is about. So in that thinking, I would like to say to all of the people who have been selfless in the relationship, who have been the hard chargers for love, that if your mate don't appreciate you, guess what? Simon Phoenix over here at Shots Fire, we appreciate your ass. Because we know that you make the world go around. Because for every strong person, there's a great teammate behind them. The saying used to be, for every great man, there's a strong woman. And that is 100% true. And the same can be said on the other side of the street. A great teammate will push you further and have you do greater things than you could do beyond yourself. And so I hope, my greatest wish is that you are right now showing love to your teammate, to the person that has had your back. I hope that you are showing them today how much you appreciate them, how much you believe that they are fantastic, because that's what today's about. Don't just think you can cop out by going and get some diamond earrings and that's it. Don't just think you can cop out, buy a little bullshit dinner out, little steak spot, little Benihana's or something. Don't just think that you can come to your man and give him a video game, give him some money, give him some sex. No, that's a lot of women's play. They want to give you some sex for Valentine's Day. They think that's special. That's not what this is. And it took me years to understand it as a person. It's not like I always knew this. I was like a lot of you out there, blinded by that fact. And so what I've learned is, and I wanted to share with y'all, is appreciate the person that is on your team. Appreciate the person that is rolling with you. Appreciate the person that took You and all of your personal flaws because they cared. That is my Valentine's message to you. Because this is a lover's day, but it's really Lovers Appreciation Day. So I wanted to get that in y'all skulls. All right. Had to get that off my chest. Felt like some of y'all in corporate America was overdoing the Valentine's Day thing. We have gotten away from the true meaning of the idea. So I wanted to get back to that. So I hope that wasn't too long-winded. But you know, my show, I make the rules. Shut up. So what else you got on the docket for us, Mr. Phoenix? Well, what I got next coming up on the docket is a series of questions about a relationship that I keep hearing about, the man in the relationship and what he's doing and why it's bad. So the relationship is Russell Wilson and Ciara. For those of you who don't know, Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl winning champion, Seattle Seahawks. He the man, right? He has been ranked as one of the top 5 quarterbacks for about the last 5 years. He is with Ciara, R&B singer. She has several hits under her belt. And for a short period of time, people thought that she could be Beyonce's challenger, let's say. And so because of child and marriage and how she played her life hand, she kind of stopped grinding as hard musically, kind of fell back a little bit. So that comparison disappeared quick, fast, and hurry. It was only for like 2 years and then just kind of fizzled out. But their love life has been dragged into the conversation of, is he or is he not a simp? So some of you don't know what that terminology means, and it just means that you are do anything that women want you to do to make them happy, whether it's right or wrong in the long run type of man, in my personal view. And so what the conversation that sparked them back into the limelight is about is that Russell was reading questions for GQ. They have a little couples type show on there. And one of the questions was, what is your biggest fear? He answered the question saying that his biggest fear would be to lose his wife. And this made men everywhere angry, or at least a certain type of man angry. And I felt like it needed to be dived into. Now, you would say, well, Simon, why? What's wrong with that? That doesn't sound like a bad thing at all, is it? Like, and I would normally say to you, well, no, sir, that's not really a bad thing. You're talking about love, right? And for each of us, we use love differently as a fuel. Some of us use our children's love to motivate us into being better people, to working harder so we can provide more for them. Some of us use the love of an activity to fuel the activity, right? That if you love rap, you are constantly putting in the rap, and it's a cycle of that energy. It's using love as a power source, as a concept. And then there are men and women who use the love that they receive from their mate to be a better person. And some of us who say that we are going all in this relationship thing are really doing that. We're going all in. That brings me back to selfless. So when I think about Russell Wilson and Ciara and the argument against him, right? Because a lot of people don't like him because he's corny. Now, some of you might not understand what I mean by corny. So corny is the absence of the appearance of cool. So some people have it, some people don't. And it can waver depending on what community you're in. A person that could be considered corny in hip hop could be cool in rock. Just so happens to be your audience. So all of those things being said, it brings me to the idea of, is corny what's holding Russell back? Is corny what's making men dislike him? Is corny the real reason behind y'all dislike? So I thought about it. And I came up with this. The answer is yes. Now hear me out. A lot of his haters, for lack of a better term, are based around the fact that he is not your stereotypical black guy. He is a guy with good hair. He has mixed genetics. He is proper speaking. He is kind and well behaved. There is no allure of toughness besides what he does for a living. That him being a quarterback is one of the toughest things you can do from several different aspects of it. Whether you're talking about the intelligence it takes for you to remember all of the plays, all of the breakdown of how the plays can be changed through audibles, and what plays work best against what defenses, because now you need a master's degree in reading defenses that is constantly changing in today's NFL. So his level of toughness and intelligence can't be questioned, but it still will be brung up because, like I said, he's biracial, he's kind, he's well-spoken. He is not giving off any of the energy of someone from the hood. And for some black males, and some males in a bigger sense, feel like he's a cornball. And so when he gets out here and says, yes, if I lost her, that's my biggest fear. When men would say, well, you're a Super Bowl champion, you can get another one. Men would say, you're a millionaire, you can get another one. Men would say, you should have groupies as hot as her still hitting on you. You gonna be okay. You gonna be all right. Why would you say that? Right? Then you're gonna have the other group of people that's gonna hit you with the, man, I'm not even mad that you said her. I'm just saying it's worse shit. Meteor could come slap you in the face. You ain't scared of that shit? You ain't scared of one of those giant middle linebackers jumping on your head? You ain't scared of that shit? Right? There are people out there that's going to go directly to that logic. Bro, you play football. You ain't scared that a 300-pound lineman don't fall on your ankle? That ain't what keep you up at night? Because it would keep me up at night. And his answer to us is no. And is he wrong? No. It is his wife. Let that sink in for a minute. It's his wife. He has invested a lot. He has poured a lot into her. No matter what you think of her, he picked her and went hard and got her. He has poured in a lot of energy in that relationship. So for him, it's probably the one thing that he cares about the most because it is wrapped up in him. Because it's his wife. They have kids together. You can tell that he wants to be a good dad. No matter what you want to say about her, right? Because we can have a bogus conversation about her and be like, well, she dated a bunch of stars. She was dumb enough to have a baby by Future and he's running around making babies with anybody. We could say that. But if you're going to diagnose her like that, then you have to be honest. Most celebrities date other celebrities. Why? Because they're the people you bump into the most. Those are people with enough income that you assume they're not in it to take from you. That's why they date them. If I got a couple $1,000,000 and I know everybody trying to get me because they know I got a couple $1,000,000, I'm going to try to date somebody that's got a couple $1,000,000. It's not the same as being a man that makes a good living and the person won't figure it out unless you're showboating. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. Everybody knows what an NFL player makes. Everybody knows what an R&B artist makes. Everybody knows what an actor makes. We in their pockets. We watching them buy stuff. So when they meet someone and they're single, their assumption is they're in it to use me. So they're trying to date people who don't want to use them for that. So I think it's unfair that we just throw the simp card at him because he's a married man. And everyone knows the logic behind that. Happy wife, happy life. It's not hard to figure out. So I think that y'all are being overly disrespectful to come for him for being the thing that you're supposed to be as a husband, which is a great husband. That's his answer. Let's accept it on face value instead of trying to pick it apart. For those of you who pay no attention to this, look at it like this. You are supposed to be being the best you to your mate you can possibly be, no matter what. Until the situation has taken itself where you say, I can't be a good mate, I have to leave. Besides that, you should be on your I'm being a good mate all the time because that's what this is about. Because if the other person is doing the same thing, then you have a great relationship. So for him, if he's doing the best he can, if he's loving her correctly and she's happy with that, then I don't give a shit how tough y'all think he is. Because for me, he's already proved his toughness. For me, he's already proved his intelligence. I'm quite sure that he is aware that he can replace her. The question is, does he have the energy to put forth all of that to make the situation work and be legit at it? And he's probably saying, no, I don't have the energy to get another woman, train her up, get her and my baby mama to be cool so I can still see my children and love them on top of the child that's not his, that he's taking care of, because everyone forgets about that bond. That love bond is strong. When you're a man and come in and you are there fixing someone else's fuck up, because that's essentially what that is. Someone made a child and then walked away from that woman. When you're there putting in the pieces and saying, I'm going to be the best person for this child, there is a bond that's formed. And that bond is very important. And men are always catching the shaft on that end of it. So he's probably worried about that too. And no matter how much y'all want to talk trash about him for that, that's his right. And most of you have been in that situation. That's why you hate it so much. Because you've had your heart broken where you've dated someone with children. You fell in love with them kids. Y'all broke up and then you can't see them kids. And you miss them children. You would like to be a part of their life. You like them. You built a separate relationship outside of their mother with them. So yes, I could see him saying that would probably be the worst thing to happen in his life. Especially when you're talking about the bread. We ain't even got to the bread part. There's so many reasons why that is a correct answer. Y'all know if that man ain't got no prenup and she walk away with half, that would be a terrible thing for him. So I'm just saying, y'all might want to leave him the hell alone. Feel like y'all hating. Y'all some haters. Haters. That's all I'm saying. Bunch of haters. So, was there anything else? Oh, I did have one other thing that I wanted to rant about. So, since there's one more thing on the docket, what I will do, since I kind of jumped into those two topics and ran wild, that I'm going to go to a commercial break, come back, hit y'all with the end of the show, and then I'm up out of here, all right? All right. Hey, remember back in the days when you used to jump on the dance floor when you heard a groove like this, but your body just won't let you do it any longer? Well, hey, I got the situation set for you, baby. What you need to do is get with Earl's Asper Cream. That's right, Earl's Asper Cream. Earl's Asper Cream is made from the finest ingredients in America. That's right, here in America, baby. And anyway, Earl's Asper Cream is good for those hurting knees, that bad back, those elbows, and those shoulders. And if you don't want to take it from me, then go ahead and listen to one of Earl's happy customers.
Let me tell you, get yourself some Earl's Asper Cream, baby. I had a fractured, fucked up hip. I was sitting there in a nursing home of all places. I sat there, I was up and down that nursing home after I sat there and took some Earl's Asper Cream. And I ain't no nurse, baby. Earl's Asper Cream gave me that marathon strength.
That's right, Earl's Asper Cream. Side effects may include bigger balls, increased sex drive, harder erection, larger semen release, growth of facial hair, slide while you're walking, and a strong pullout game. That's right, baby. Earl's Asper Cream, here to help you get your groove back. Hey, is your car out here looking like a POS? Mostly because it's dirty? Backseat is filled with McDonald's, Burger King, all types of fast food trash. Well, worry no longer, because you can be a happy customer of Marky's Detailing. That's right, Marky's Detailing is here to help you out. Known for their excellent cleaning skills, Marky Detailing will get your car clean from the top to bottom, specializing in getting in that undercarriage. That's right, Marky Detailing. All you need to know is we go where you are. Marky's Detailing is known to come to your location and get your car spotless clean with the latest in technology and ways of cleaning your car and getting in all the nooks and crannies. That's right, Marky Detailing. Hey, you can find us on Facebook, or you can call us direct at 616-502-6131. That again is 616-502-6131. Marky Detailing. Also look for us on Facebook.
Brought to you by Mind Bender Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Yo! We back? I hope we back. I hope that worked. Interesting. Anyway, so the last thing on the docket, you know, some of us still coming down from our Super Bowl high. And a lot of talk has been about Tom Brady, and a lot of it has been reporters saying, I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what? You weren't falling off a cliff. You know what? I'm just spectating and making an educated guess, and I guess wrong. So what did we learn from Tom Brady's Super Bowl win? Well, what I personally learned from it is this: that at the end of the day, your haters do not control the outcome. You do. Let me say that again. Your haters do not control the outcome. You do. And what Tom Brady showed me is something that I've always known, that with hard work, with perseverance, you can overcome pretty much anything. That it does not matter what the critics are going to say. It's all about your actions. And what did he prove to us? He proved that you could be old and win a championship. You could be old and learn a new offense. You can be old and lead a team full of mutts to the Super Bowl. The last one, a lot of people going to be like, well, I mean, was you shocked? No, I wasn't. I wasn't shocked. But other people was. You know, you had a large variety of people hating on him. And I'm glad that they got out there and apologized and had to show him some love since it's Lover's Day and all. Had to show Tom that love because he has proven his greatness. I told y'all, there's going to be a lot of people now that's not going to be able to hide under the Bill Belichick and say, oh, well, Bill's great. Because now this brings into question, was it Bill or was it Tom? And for those of us that are in the Tom camp, we going to continue to say it was Tom. Sorry. This Super Bowl proves it for us. Now, for the rest of you, you're going to say this Super Bowl gives it an asterisk. Because you're going to say, well, look at the talent he had. And then a lot of us are going to say, well, I mean, did you see the talent he had before? Did you see the Super Bowls he won with the guys on paper? I mean, let's be honest. Tom Brady has never had a superstar running back. Tom Brady has never had a, oh my God, that's the greatest wide receiver ever to catch a ball. Tom Brady has never had a, oh my God, that defense is the scariest thing moving. He just hasn't. Has he had some good defense? Yes. Has he had some good running backs? Yes. But he's never had a Barry Sanders. He never had a Walter Payton. Right? Like, he never had a Marshawn Lynch. Right? So when you are doing a comparison and you looking at other quarterbacks who, yeah, you look at them and then you look at the guys they had around them, they had a good team. They were good. Therefore, the team was good or great. But Tom Brady was subpar team. Tom Brady team is great. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You can't. Unless you draw the conclusion, it's Tom Brady. That's the only way it started making sense. Unfortunately, like I said, this victory here proves the point that y'all said Tom couldn't throw deep. He was doing it all year. Y'all said that Tom was, he wasn't as physical as he was. Well, I mean, the old man proved to us that the diet that he's eating is doing something right. It's doing something. So, in a nutshell, for the haters, for the people that are shocked that we learned something, yes, we learned that records are meant to be broken and that your haters do not control your outcome. You do. And he proved to us that if you go hard and do what you're supposed to do, you still can achieve greatness. So, I don't know what else to say to that. I mean, there's really nothing else to say.
I smell bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I smell bullshit. Lies and deceit.
To all the haters. That's what y'all sound like to me. You ain't gonna stop my grind. And Tom Brady is a proven master at that right now. So thanks, old fella, for doing it for all the old fellas. We're very happy with that. We are ecstatic. One time for the old fellas. One time for the old fellas. Well, that's about it. I've been your host. If you don't know, then you should get to know who I am. Because I am Simon Phoenix. You should know the show, Shots Fired. Always taking y'all down through there with the best of the best. With the best of the best. What can I tell you? Best of the best. Slide out. Classic content.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, me and Shadow want to send condolences out to this track right now. This is Murder One. My nigga said that the funeral is next week Wednesday at 1 o'clock, but he wanted me to come through and help with the obituary. So here it is. Check it. Yo. Fool me once, can't fool me twice. You dudes ain't nice, it's my turn to school of dice. Patience, on the way I make words come together like girls getting their braids twisted. Don't quit your day shift. I'm not one of these rappers that y'all should play with. Your favorite, who made it off the slave ship. I'm not a yes man, blessed with the best hand. Using my mind to move shit like an X-Man. Ready to travel and kick the door off the castle. Fuck tobacco, we killing niggas, me and Shadow. Laid back like a gym chair, right out of thin air. My metaphors will stick out like chin hair. Questioning what some of y'all men wear, cause some of y'all look soft like a commercial for skincare. Fuck that, we taking your lunch back and make you eat your words till it feel like you swallowed a thumbtack. I'm a dog talking to young cats. If words was bullets, you wouldn't show me a gun strap. Bring your girl around me and she'll get her butt slapped over my nutsack because she knew that you wouldn't throw a punch back.
Nick, we make records, make hits, make noise, make this, that boy. Swinging through them speakers and the we for loud. Riding through the city, going cheaper cloud. We make records, make hits, make noise, make this, that boy. Swinging through the speakers and the we for loud. Riding through the city, going cheaper clouds. I put my time in so my vacation is longer and my invasion is stronger than a suicidal Arabian bomber. Honor the teacher when you standing in the bleachers. Disrespecting aloud, you get kicked in the keister. I rhyme like everything's the feature. I'm like every king's leader. The volume's up on my weaver. I blow a lot of pineapple, so my mind travel to a spot where I'll just rhyme and rhyme at you. You ain't worth it, your little beef is like White Castle. I spit old rhymes, time capsule, and they swear I be talking about them. New kicks, I swear I won't walk without them. That's how I do it in the 14. The morphines, the more things the boy needs, well, you know what I mean? I'm hood fresh, a tea and occasionally a vest. A fresh pair of Levi's, nothing less. A fat pocket, I don't act like it. I steal from the rich and hang with dudes who don't got it. The hood robbing kids in the school for the knowledge. And the key is to make these kids believe in the dollar. The green at the copper, the fiends and the monsters. The swisher and the weed that we receive from the doctors. The chase and the vodka, the jakes and the robber. The everyday eating steak and lobster, make it proper. We make records, make hits, make noise, make this, that boy. Swinging through them speakers and the we for loud. Riding through the city, going cheaper cloud. We make records, make hits, make noise, make this, that boy. Swinging through them speakers and the we for loud. Riding through the city, going cheaper clouds.